You are now live, it says. Hello and welcome, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and the website. And welcome to this Tuesday edition. Just let me sort something out. I go here and I go here, then I can go there. Right. Okay. I just want to set something going in the background. And you can see, well, I'll explain what's happening. If I go to preview, and go live. We're now live on Amazon Live. So that bit is working. All good. So live on Amazon Live. Right, desktop. Okay, you can see the OBSPOT box. You can see the OBSPOT. This is the OBSPOT Tiny, and it's down in the carousel today. We'll be talking about that. Underneath that is the Loom Cube stand, and well, I just love the elegance of the stand, really. Then over here, we have a Stream Deck, and the Stream Deck is going to be the featured item in the carousel. When I go across here and go to here, featured item is the Elgato Stream Deck, and the reason I'm featuring this first is that it's 13% off today. So the Elgato Stream Deck, if I come to me, is 13% off. Hello and welcome on Amazon Live. Thank you for watching me. This is Stephen, live from Wiltshire. Let's get the broadcast underway. And welcome to broadcast with Stephen, live from England. Okay, so Happy New Year to you is the first order of the day. I hope your new year has got off to a good start, and I hope that during this broadcast I'm able to help. Now, in terms of help, Amazon Live is a free service from Amazon.com. All the broadcasters here are very good at what they do, and our expertise is at your disposal. If you've got any questions at all about live broadcasting or anything that's down in the carousel, then please do ask, and I shall do my best to answer. I've made hundreds of friends through live broadcasting over the years, and if I don't know the answer, I can ask one of my friends and then get back to you. So this is lights, camera, action. And I'll bring this on screen. Lights, camera, action, broadcasting on Be Live. You're watching Stephen Healey, and we're going to be talking about, in the fullness of time, Nexigo N970p, Logitech Brio, and the OBSPOT 4K. So 3 cameras that I've got connected to my computer at the moment. I'll be talking about all of them. And you're actually watching, just as a note, you're actually watching the Logitech Brio at the moment. But the place I want to start off with is this. Okay, hopefully this will work. This is down in the carousel. And this is, if I go here, an Elgato Stream Deck. Now, I've had this for 3 weeks and it's changed the way that I do things. In order to do an Amazon Live broadcast, I've got to get my studio, I've got to get Amazon open, I've got to load, I've got 4 cameras and 2 microphones. I've got to load everything up. Now, normally, this would have taken me a quarter of an hour to set up for an Amazon Live broadcast. With this unit, I can go live in 5 minutes. This saves time. Time is money. So a Stream Deck is your friend. There are 3 things you can do with the Stream Deck. 1, you can put in a shortcut to a web page. Press the button and it will go to the web page. You can put in a shortcut to an application on your desktop machine. Press the button, it'll go straight to the application. So when I go live, I start up my Be Live studio, I open Amazon Live, I open up 4 cameras and 2 microphones, and it's all just press a button, and it makes it just so easy to do. It is incredibly easy to do. Now, that's the unit itself. You can see the size of it. It's only about 1.5 inches by 3 inches, yeah, but it's supplied with software. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how this unit works and how it might be able to help you. So if I go screen share, and just wait a second, and the screen share will appear, and I go to a window, and I go here, then this is the Stream Deck software, which you download from Stream Deck. Okay, and you get this software. Now, I can show you, if I come back now and I go picture in picture, right? You've seen the card, so I can take the card off screen. I'm going to switch my second camera off, and that will leave you with me. And if I go this way around, okay, so I've got the Stream Deck and you've got the screen. You can see this screen display large. Now, what I do when I start this broadcast is that I go into Be Live, okay, and if I double click on Be Live and I go here, all I've told the system to do is to go to that website, app.belive, and then I put a title in, Belive, and that's it. That's simple and straightforward to do. So I've done that in terms of whenever I click that button, I get the website. And if I go back up again, okay, whilst I'm doing that, what I also do is, as I said earlier, I go back up and I start the software for the OBSpot, for the Logitech cameras, for the Nexigo camera, and for Logitech Litra Lite. So I press those 4 buttons and 4 sets of software load. Let's have a look at the first one. The OBSpot one loads the OBSpot program, and it's been given the link to the OBSpot program. Logitech one loads the Logitech program. The Nexigo, you can see where I'm going with this. I've typed in the text and it's as simple as that. So 3 apps which are on my desktop can be accessed by buttons. Okay, underneath that you'll see OBS, XSplit VCam, vMix, Stream Deck, and Streamlabs. So I can access software on my desktop just at the click of a button. I can access a website just at the click of a button. So I access the Be Live website through here. And then the other thing I can do, the next thing it has is wherever there's a shortcut, then Stream Deck can take that shortcut. Now, if I bring 2 images on screen, this image and this image, okay, let me show it on screen, show on screen. Okay, so I've now got 4 assets on screen. Using the Stream Deck here, what I can do is I can go to scene 1, to scene 2, to scene 3, and back again because of the shortcuts in my broadcasting studio. Now, there are shortcuts for OBS, there are shortcuts for vMix, XSplit Broadcaster, and you can control your live broadcast from within the Stream Deck. Okay, so I can go screen 2, screen 3, and back again. If I bring another item in, and I'm just looking for one, just a minute, showing stream. Okay, then I've got different presets that I can just quickly go to, and I can change my screen display. I'll be talking about those photographs later. I can change my screen display. Right, so let's come back here, and I'm going to hide that. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to hide that. Okay, and come back to picture in picture. So this unit, this Stream Deck unit down in the carousel, it's on discount today. It's $129.99. It's 13% off. Now, as a broadcaster, I was able to use this straight away. But if you use several websites and several applications in your work, this can save you time. Time is money. All the websites you visit on a regular basis, you assign to a button. All the applications you use on a regular basis, you assign to a button. You download from Stream Deck the buttons for OBS and vMix and XSplit and Be Live and StreamYard. Yeah, and you then got the ability to actually control your live broadcast from there. Now, it's something I'm going to try for the first time here. So let me go here. And what I'm going to do is I'm hopefully, if I can find it. Okay, I probably can't find it now. I'm looking for something. It's down. I know it's down here somewhere. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm going to show this gallery in stream. I'm going to take myself off solo. Okay, so you've got the gallery to the right of me. And what I can do is this, he said. Okay, is if I go, I've not done this before, so I haven't put it on. I'll have to tell you about that tomorrow. My apologies. I didn't set it up because I hadn't got any use for it, but now I do. So there'll be a new feature on the show tomorrow, which is additional shortcuts on BeLive. But what I've done, if we go back up again, so I've got BeLive set up. I've got OneStream set up, okay? And I've got all my websites set up. So if we go through the websites, every time I want to go to a website, I just press one button. So if I go to Melon or Go Studio, Switchboard, Zoom, VI Loud, EBMux, Restream, Messenger, I just need to click one button because I've set it up in advance. It saves so much time. Now, I don't know about you, but if I go here and I go here in a second. True story. I was demonstrating this last year and I gave an example of how you can actually use the Stream Deck to your advantage. Now, I don't know about you, but I love AppSumo. AppSumo is an international website where you can get lifetime deals. So rather than paying monthly for software, you can pay a one-off fee and get used to that software for a lifetime. And you get some fantastic bargains on AppSumo, APPSUMO. Now, it occurred to me that I've got so many bargains on AppSumo over the years, and these are just 14 of them. And I've now got all my AppSumo deals in one place. Because the thing is, when you get a new deal from AppSumo, you try it out, and then it's got to last. You've got to use it several times before it sticks. And we all buy deals from AppSumo and we forget about them. So over the New Year period, I went through my AppSumo deals and I put every single deal onto a hotkey here. And that means that if I go through this, you may recognize some of these names, some you may not. But SendFox, which is a brilliant email marketing system, Radar, which is a social media system, Tab Extend, which is brilliant in a Chrome browser. Then Melon, live broadcasting system. VI Loud is the next. If I go here, VI Loud is next, and that basically is the ability to broadcast to multiple places at the same time and have an HTML5 web player so you can broadcast to your website, which I'll show you in a moment. Switchboard Live, broadcasting to multiple sites. Smart Task, and then OneStream, Eyes On, which I use for all my one-to-ones, and Sleep Bio, which is a recent acquisition, and UK Live. I don't know how to pronounce it. UK Live, which is actually where my new social network is. And we say hello to my good friend Corinda, who's written an essay today. Happy New Year. I can't wait for Kez this year. Some new companies going to be there and other new streaming products going to be there. Can't wait. I ordered my tickets for Kez. Brilliant. And over to Corinda again. Corinda's a good friend, lives in Staines in Middlesex, which is not far from Heathrow. And Corinda knows the tabs that I'm talking about. And what about BeLive TV? I did BeLive before you arrived, Corinda. We have BeLive with all the Belive website with all the hotkeys for Belive. So as I said earlier, I can go like this, and like this, and like this, just by using the Stream Deck. So thank you for the question, Corinda. So Belive is there. But I just love the flexibility of this. So let's just recap for a moment. Okay. Oh, sorry, back. I forgot my point there. Just a minute. If I go back to here and go back to AppSumo, which is over here, basically, these are all my AppSumo deals, lifetime deals. I can use this software whenever I want. Now, several of those I use every day. Others I use once a week. Others I've forgotten about. But now that they're all in one place on Stream Deck, I can load those apps whenever I wish. And before the start of today's show, I loaded my Belive Studio, and I also loaded Amazon and Yuki, which I'll show you in a moment. But the true story is this. My good friend Nick Wood, who I broadcast with every Monday, like I was sort of thinking, well, do I actually need a Stream Deck? Do I need a Stream Deck? And the answer came back when I did this screen. I showed this screen to Nick during a live demonstration. He went out and bought one because he's got AppSumo deals he's forgotten about as well. So keeping all your AppSumo deals in one place at the click of a button, all you're doing for each one, let's just go through it, how easy it is. If I click on SendFox, and there's the text I typed in, SendFox. Underneath, we've got the URL to the SendFox website. There is Radar, one of the best social media management systems I know, and the link to the Radar. So it opens the Chrome tab. As soon as I press that button there, and then down here, my newest one, if you go to AppSumo now, there's an offer on Yuki Live. And Yuki Live, for $69, I think, gives you a community builder, which I've not seen better. I mean, I've been looking for years for software to actually build a community. And I tried the Mighty Networks, I've tried several, but Yuki, in terms of price and performance, is the best because it's a one-off lifetime deal. And over to Corinda. Corinda is saying, can you make? Yeah, no, you can either. If the web page has an icon, you'll get the icon. If the web page doesn't have an icon, then you'll get the globe there. If you want to give it an icon, then you can. Okay, so it's basically you can do whatever you want. Every button can have its own icon. Simple as that. And there's an icon designer in the Stream Deck site. There is an icon designer, and you can design your own. I haven't got around to that yet. I'm too busy actually using it. So there's all my AppSumos. And as I say, Nick actually bought a Stream Deck, which he showed earlier on his show today, I'm sure. So if I go back up again, now the organization of this is each of these buttons can either be a folder with items in it, or it can be a link. You're in control, and you can have 15 buttons on each screen. You can have as many screens as you want. So I can go to my next screen, okay? And my next screen, I can keep adding screens. The other thing I can do is I can set up, if I go here, I can set up additional profiles. So there is no, I think it's limitless, the number of keys you can have. I've got my main keys actually here on the front screen. Yeah. So Belive, OneStream, all my cameras are there. If I go to cameras, those are all my 4 cameras that I'm going to be showing you, 5 cameras, and then OBS and XSplit. So I've got to be honest, I can't remember life before Stream Deck, because it's not just if you're a broadcaster, it's if you have a profession in which you actually use plenty of websites and plenty of apps on your desktop, be it PC or Mac, then Stream Deck can save you time. And as we all know, time is money. So that's the Stream Deck. And basically, if I just say now that the Stream Deck is $129.99 and it's a discount of 13% today. If you order whilst I'm live, you'll get the discount. Simple and straightforward. Okay, now the price, the discount is only good whilst I'm live. I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live today. And the next item we're going to go to is down in the carousel, and it's the Logitech C920X. So I'm just going to bring something up on screen with me. Okay. And go here. Okay, just a reminder, we're going to be looking at the OBSBot, the Nexigo. So we're going to be looking at the, just go over here, the OBSBot, the Nexigo, and the Brio. Okay, so if I go here, and I should be able, I'm just checking that everything's equal, 69.32, just a minute. I need to make an adjustment. Okay, if I just hide that, and I'm going to remove it. Just let me remove it. And I want to bring it in again. Let's try again, shall we? If at first you don't succeed, try again. So I'm bringing that into the screen, and hopefully, don't go anywhere. I'm just setting up, and all will be well in a moment when I get this sorted. So I'm going to go there, and it should be down here. That's better. Okay, and let's just check. Right, 269 for the OBSBot. And if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, I'm actually posting the link. It's not moving by itself, I assure you. I'm moving it with my mouse. It's not moving by itself. It's all me. It's sleight of hand, Corinda. Okay, so the OBSBot. Let's try and do this. And I'm going to be talking about all these. The next one we're going to talk about is the Nexigo. Okay, and I'm posting the links on Facebook and YouTube as I do this. And then we're going to look at Logitech C920X, followed by the OBSBot Tiny. Just a minute. I'm trying to, and my favorite headphones, Aftershok's Aeripex, and also Blue Yeti. Okay, and the Elgato Wave 3. And just a minute, I'm trying to do this Audio Technica, and as you saw a moment ago, the Loom Cube stand. Okay, all those items we're going to be talking about during the broadcast. If you've got, just want to come back to me for a moment. If you've got any questions about anything that's basically down the carousel, then please do ask. I shall do my best to answer your questions, but I'm looking at the moment for a camera, and I appear to have lost the camera. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. Right. Panic over. We're not panicking anymore. The camera we're actually going to look at, and it's next to, I know where it is now. Okay, it's there. Okay, so I can take those off. The camera we're going to look at is this one, which is the Logitech Brio. Now you're actually watching the Logitech Brio now. So we've been all over the place. We've come back and we've finished up with the Logitech Brio. And I'm going to change picture. And there we have it. So you're watching the Logitech Brio right now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the main features of the Brio, and then I'm going to give you a live demonstration. So if you're here for the next 2 or 3 minutes, you will see a live demonstration. And just a reminder that you are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. So go back here. And that was hectic. Let's slow down a minute. And we're going to look at the Logitech Brio camera. Now, with 40 items in the carousel, I can't possibly memorize every single one of them. I'm not going to try to. And I don't like working from a script. And Corinda's comment's going to come up in a minute. I really love the Brio, and it's Brio. It's a really good camera. Thank you for the comment, Corinda. So Corinda recommends the Brio. It is a really good camera, and it's basically one of the cameras that Corinda has. Okay, so we're talking about Logitech Brio 4K webcam. Now, you're watching me in 720, which is DVD quality, okay? And that's because Amazon Live says 720. This camera can do 720. It can do 1080, which is high definition, and it can do ultra high definition, which is 4K. Now, straight out of the box, you can do video in 4K. You can use OBS, vMix, XSplit Broadcaster on your local desktop, and you can record content in 4K. If you are an instructor, then you can do how-to videos in 4K, and you can't get better quality than that. If you've got a good internet connection, and I'm talking here about a 20 megabit upload, then you can broadcast in 4K. And you can broadcast in 4K using this camera and take OBS, add this camera to OBS, and you can broadcast out to YouTube as your destination in 4K, high quality. And what's more, people on YouTube can actually watch you in 4K. Straight away, straight out of the box. All you need is a good internet connection. The camera itself, remember, demonstration in 2-3 minutes time, is ultra high definition. I say, so it's the top end. I've had this camera 2 years. It's a noise cancelling microphone. This is important. One of the things is that we can't work and broadcast in isolation on a Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. There's always something going on around us. There are noises. The dog might bark. Now, if your dog barks whilst you're live, if it barks once, okay. If your dog barks a lot, then, well, what you actually need is a noise cancelling microphone. So the only thing that people listening to you can hear is your voice. Now, I'm using noise cancellation today with my Blue Yeti microphone. And it's just, well, it's more professional not to have noises. HD light auto correction. If I switch off, just let me use the software for a moment. If I switch off my light now, then I go darker. You can still see me because the camera is actually compensating. Yeah, and I'm going to switch the light back on. Okay. It's got a wide field of view. Now, this is not the best use for Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, but that is 90 degrees. It's got a 90-degree field of view, and it can see in an arc around those 90 degrees. So you can have it at 90 degrees, 78 or 65. And the lower the number, the tighter the angle, the less it can see. And I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. Just to emphasize, this is 4 times the resolution of a typical high definition webcam. It is 4K. Most cameras are 1080. Okay. Now, just a minute. The thing about a 4K camera is, the auto light adjustment was called right light. The thing about a 4K camera is that it's got a 4K lens. Yeah, it's got the equivalent to this in the webcam. Having a 4K lens means that the quality of the 1080 and the 720 are actually improved because of the presence of a 4K lens. It's got 3 fields of view, 90, 78, and 65, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to remove the BeLive logo. Just give me a second. Let me remove the logo and apply. Okay, so now I'm in a situation where I can actually show you the software. So let's go over here, and I'm going to do a screen share. No, I'm not going to do that. I want a screen share. My buttons in my studio have moved. window, and I'm going to bring this software up on screen. Okay, so I'm going to show you the software. Now, the software is called, I'll go down here, Logitech Capture. And whenever you buy a new camera or a new microphone, a new piece of electronic kit, there is always going to be software to go with it. You bought the hardware, the software that I'm about to show you, and the software for other products as well is free, and you can download it, and you should. And I'm going to show you the effect of having the software. If I go and take myself off solo, and we'll take that away for a moment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the software into full screen. So this is the software, and this is Logitech Capture. And this is the software that controls. If I come back again, this is the software. I'm going to go that way around. This is the software that controls Logitech C920, 922, 925, 930, and the Logitech Brio. I'm going to say hello. Before I carry on, I want to say a big hello to my good friend Seabass. Hello, Stephen. Good to see you today. Seabass, it's good to see you as well. Thank you for joining. In the honor of Seabass, actually commenting, because remember, you can comment at any time, you can ask questions, and in honor of Seabass actually joining today, what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to switch on the snake, and you'll see that Seabass is at the head of the snake, followed closely by Corinda, followed closely by me. And if you want to get on the snake, all you need to do is to actually comment, and you will be added to the snake automatically. If you're logged into Amazon Live, Amazon.com rather, it will show your picture. If you're not logged in, it will just show a blank symbol, which is a bit disconcerting. But there you are. Those are, I'm grateful to everybody who's actually commented today. If you want to appear on the snake, then just make a comment. Okay, so, and thank you, Seabass. And one thing I need to do, I want to wish you, and well, you especially, and everybody watching, a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2023. And it is good to see you. Thank you. Okay, now the camera is controlled by this software. If I go side by side and I go, just want to make a change so you can actually get a better impression. If I go over here and go apply, okay, you've got me on the left and you've got the software on the right. Now, the software is on my desktop. Everything I do now is with that software. And if I go side by side like that, you can see me and the software. Now, if I go here, I can go down. I can go up. I can go too far up and come back down. Okay. And if I go here, again with the software, I can go left and I can go right. So I'm in control because I've got Logitech Capture. I am in control of what actually happens to my camera, but that's good. But if I just sort of tweak it just once, okay, that's better. Right. This is how I want to look on screen. When I'm on Amazon Live and I'm presenting, I want to be looking at the camera. I want to be the center of the screen. I want to have headroom above me. That's me. But this is not what I look like. This is part of what I look like. And the reason is that if I take the software and I zoom out once, twice, and go to 90 degrees, you can now see my office. Okay, so what I've done, because I've got the software, I can actually show you the part of the screen I want you to see, rather than being me in an untidy office. Okay, you've got the bookshelf, you've got the all-in-one PC, you've got my case for my cable, you've got my German language books, you can see everything. Now, a lot of people actually look like this because this is the camera's default settings. In other words, if you don't get the software, this is what you've got. Yeah. You can't do anything with a camera. There are no, just a minute. There are no physical controls on a camera to allow you to adjust what the camera is seeing. You need the software. And if I take the software and I zoom in once, twice, and go to 78 degrees, then that's it. I'm in control. And you're not seeing my office. You're actually just seeing me, which is how I want to present. So there are no controls on a camera. You do need the software in order to get the effect that you want. Okay. Now, if you're watching me live on Amazon Live, I'd like to say a big thank you. And I should wish everybody a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year, especially Seabass, who's becoming a good friend. Amazing how you can actually make friends. And I've made quite a few friends just by being on Amazon Live and telling stories. And if there's an item down in the carousel that I've not mentioned yet, then please do ask. Okay, now I just want to show you something. If I go here, I'm just testing something today. So let me go here and here. Just a second. I'm just looking for something. I put it somewhere. I know I did. You know, when you put something down, you forgot where you put it. Okay, it should be somewhere. I might have to do this later. Okay. Forgive me for a moment. I was just checking something and I wanted to show you, but I can't actually find it. I know it's there. Okay, just a second. Okay, and now I can show it to you in a second. One of the things about the Logitech Brio camera is I've had mine for 2 or 3 years. Alexa, who are Logitech?
Logitech International SA is a Swiss multinational manufacturer of computer peripherals and software, with headquarters in Lausanne, Switzerland, and Newark, California.
Alexa, stop. As you can hear, I've got an assistant today, and that's just coming through my Blue Yeti microphone. I want to say thank you to Alexa. So Logitech, Swiss-American company based in Newark in California. And the software that I've just shown you is Logitech Capture. The camera that we're looking at and you're looking at now was released on February 7th, 2017. And the special thing today is that whilst you're watching me on this camera, there is a 16% discount. 16% discount. It is $126.59 as opposed to $149.99. Now that discount is good whilst I am live. Once the live show finishes, the price will change. And that's what you'll find. I mean, there are over 2,000 Amazon Live broadcasters, all with the different areas of expertise. I enjoy watching shows on Amazon Live. It's a great place to actually learn things. Now, when you talk about a camera, you've got two ways of mounting a camera. One is to put it on top of your monitor, or the second way, if I go here, is to put it on top of a tripod. And the Logitech C920 and the Brio, you can actually put on top of a tripod. And if I go here, just let me go. I'm just digressing a little bit. Okay, I want to show you this. I'm going to move the microphone. Okay, we're going to come back to the Brio in a minute. What I'm looking at now is this stand. Now, this is the most elegant stand for lighting and webcams that I've ever discovered. I just love it. What you have is a three-legged stand at the bottom, which you can lock in place to adjust height. You have a central column, which is 12 inches expandable to 30 inches. On the top, you have a ball joint, which you can change the angle of, which means I've got an Obspot tiny camera on top at the moment, but you could have a light on and you can adjust the angle of the light just by adjusting that setting there, and you can set the light wherever you want it to be. So it's just a style. I love great style. And this Loom Cube stand is just, well, I'm going to use a word now. This Loom Cube stand is classy. is a very classy way of actually mounting a camera or a light. Now, the other thing about this is, normally, when you put your webcam on top of your monitor, you've actually got to look up at the webcam. Yeah, I've got to look up. I've got to make sure I'm looking at the webcam. If I forget, then I'll look like this. What I should do is look like that. Now, if you're on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, you want to look at your best. So you want a webcam like the Brio, and you want to look at the camera. Now, you can basically, if you mount a camera on a tripod, you can have the lens at eye level. So you don't have to worry about the camera. You can just, looking up, you can look straight into the lens. So by mounting your camera on a tripod, you can save yourself a lot of learning. I mean, looking up at the camera is a learned skill, which we all practice most of the time, but occasionally you find yourself looking at the screen. Okay, so versatile mounting on a tripod or on top of your monitor. It is a 4K camera, true 4K, 1080p or 720p. It's released Feb 7th, 2017, but it's gone through several iterations since then. Okay, and just a note, I am broadcasting from BeLive, and the noise cancellation software that I'm using, let's stop the snake for a minute, just a minute. Let's take the snake off. I may bring the snake back in a minute, but let's just switch it off for now. The noise cancellation software I'm using is Crisp.ai. Now, there is a free version of it, and you can use it to actually do the noise cancellation for you on a free basis or on a paid basis. So that is basically, if I come back over here, I need to find the camera that I'm actually talking about. Yeah, we're talking about Logitech Brio, down in the carousel, 16% discount, $126.99. I've had mine for 3 years, not a single problem with it. It just works perfectly. Okay, whilst we're down here, we'll go and look at our next camera. Okay, and the next camera we're going to look at is, if I bring this up on screen and take myself off solo, okay, I can stop screen share now. Okay, and we've looked at the Logitech Brio, and the next camera we're going to look at is the OBSBot. And you can see it there, and you see it featured. Now, if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you. You should be able to see the link for the OBSBot in the comments. Okay, so on Amazon Live, just click the link to find out more. Now, the OBSBot is my favorite camera of all time. The OBSBot is not just a camera. It's a thinking camera. It's got AI built in. It's not a static camera. If we just look at what we saw a moment ago, this is the OBSBot Tiny. On the top, you have the lens, and it's on a 2-axis gimbal. So this camera can go left and right, and it can go up and down. It's not static. It's not fixed. So there's the gimbal. Then underneath that, you've got the camera body. It's USB-C to USB-A, so it just plugs in straight into your PC or Mac, and it works out the box. And I'm going to show you the software that goes with it in a minute, but we're going to have a live demonstration. And every time I do this demonstration, just between you and me, I want to go here. Okay. I want to come to me. Okay. This is the OBSBot Tiny, and I'm going to try and look into the OBSBot Tiny lens. Okay. So slightly different camera angle. The OBSBot Tiny, first of all, has 3 presets: me, the desktop, and the all-in-one PC. Now, I set these up earlier, and I can, let's just adjust that a minute. No, I don't want to go. Oh, that's a photograph of Avebury Stone Circle. Okay, so I can adjust it. Okay, and sorry, that's a souvenir from Japan and a tripod stand. Let's come back to me. Okay, 3 presets. You can adjust those presets anytime you like, and they can be, it's 130 degrees. So those presets, you can set them up as you wish. So we're talking about this camera you're watching now, which is the Obspot Tiny PTZ 4K. PTZ, pan, tilt both ways, and zoom. Okay, PTZ, pan, tilt, and zoom. It's AI powered, and I'm going to demonstrate the AI poweredness of this in a moment. It's autofocus. If I go here, this is what autofocus will do for you. If I put this control near to the screen, you can see it clearly. Okay, so it's focusing on the object, not on me. Okay, autofocus. You can switch it on and off. Like the Brio, it is a 4K video camera, but it's also a conference camera, and I'll explain why in a moment. It has, if you want to see it, just a minute. That's it. Dual omnidirectional microphones. It's got auto tracking with a 2-axis gimbal. It's got low light correction. If I switch the light off now, then what will happen is you'll still see me because the camera itself is correcting. Switch the light back on. Okay. It's got magical gesture control. I suppose better. Okay. If you go like that, the camera will track you. I'm going to demo this in a minute. If you go like that, the camera will stop tracking you. If you go like that, the camera will zoom in, possibly. And if you go like, I'm going to have to practice that. You can zoom in and out. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reduction, not noise cancellation. So it'll still hear some. It's got the 3 presets, me, the desktop, and the all-in-one PC. And it's got AI tracking. And we've seen the versatile mounting, because if we go here, I'm just using the software to do this. You can see in a minute. Just a second. You can see the Obspot actually mounted on the tripod. Remember, that's the Zoom Cube tripod. Let's come back to me. Okay, so I'm back here. And that's the 3 presets and the versatile mounting. And this is the demonstration bit. Okay. Now I've got, let's just take that off. Okay. I've got the software actually loaded on my PC, which is a Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is down in the carousel. Now I can sit here and I can present to you, and I can use the 3 pre-settings so that I can go from A to B to C. But also the beauty of the Obspot and why I love this camera is this. If I press one button on there and I go backwards, then you'll see what is happening now, hopefully, is that the camera is tracking me. It's got built-in tracking software. So as I move about and attempt not to demolish my office, it's tracking me. Every step I take, every step I make, my hands are here. I'm nowhere near the computer. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, I am nowhere near the computer, and it's actually following me. As I move about, it follows. He said, just a minute. Don't go anywhere. As I move about, the camera will. Have you ever had a demonstration where things don't go strictly according to plan? Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm going to do that again. Okay. Take 2. Right. I'm not going to. Right. Right. Okay. Whilst I'm stood up, the thing is that because I can stand up, I can use a different presentation technique. So I'm going to go over here. And whilst you're looking at the Obspot, I'm going to go here. And we're going to go to these, which are down in the carousel now. And these are Aftershocks headphones. Now, 11:30 every morning, I put these headphones on. And you'll notice they go over your ear. They do not go in your ear. That's the first thing. There's no irritation from using these. They go over your ear, and the vibrations The vibrations go through your cheekbones to your inner ear, which is where all sound eventually ends up. Now, this is good quality. These headphones are waterproof and shockproof because they're called aftershocks. Don't go swimming with them on, but you can go walking, jogging, running, or cycling using aftershocks. I go out, I pair these headphones. Just a minute, live demonstration coming up. I pair these headphones. I'm just going onto my mobile phone, into settings, okay? And I'm going to go into connections, and I'm going to go into Bluetooth, and I'm going to connect this. I'm going to switch my headphones on. One switch to actually, and basically I'm now connected. Hello, Roz. I've seen you. I've seen that you've commented. I'll be with you in a moment. Roz's comment's going to come up down there. I love the bone conduction headsets. They're wonderful. Totally agree, Roz. Thank you. Let me just go over here, and I want to go and there. Roz, great to see you, and thank you for catching me live, and thank you for commenting. You're in the snake. I'll show the snake in a minute. But Roz loves, these are great for when you're out and about. I mean, designed for outdoor wear, designed for walking, running, jogging, and cycling. And the thing about them is, they are, oh, sorry. So I'm now paired with my mobile phone, and I can go into, just a minute, I can go into Amazon Music, okay, and I can go to my playlist, and I can press play. Right, now, I may be talking a little bit louder now, but I am listening to Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum, which is one of my favorite songs. I'm going to switch that. Right, so wearing these headphones paired to my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. 11:30 every morning, I go out the front door, whether it's raining or not, and I go for a walk. I walk 5 or 6 miles a day, listening to rock music, and it's absolutely brilliant. But the thing is, that whilst I'm listening to rock music, I can still talk to the person next to me. I can turn and talk, and I can hear them. Okay. Second thing is, I can hear the traffic not just in front of me, but I can hear the traffic behind me because there's nothing in my ears. If a cyclist comes up behind me when I'm doing one of my walks, I can hear them. These are great for safety, for road safety. They are practical. They are, well, I live in England. They are waterproof. They need to be waterproof. As I said earlier, just don't go swimming with them on. You can receive a phone call by pressing one button, and you can make a phone call using voice dial because there's built-in AI. With the controls, which are easy to operate, you can power up, power down, you can skip to the next track, you can make and take phone calls, as I said. I think that covers the features. Now, it's the quality of the sound, the lightness. The other thing is that these headphones, aftershocks, only weigh 26 grams, which is less than the weight of a bag of chips, or as we say in the UK, a bag of crisps. So they are very lightweight, they're coated and waterproof, and they will work up to 40 feet away from the source of the music. So these two could be 40 feet apart, and this would still work perfectly. Okay, I've watched reviews, I've seen it done. I haven't tested it myself, but I've seen it done. Okay, so I use these every day. I probably listen to Amazon Music more now than I've ever done. And it's just it is high quality sound. I mean, it's not hi-fi. I'm not going to pretend it's hi-fi, but it is high quality sound. And if you're walking along listening to rock music, also, when you're walking along listening to rock music, you walk faster. But that's just my perception, not necessarily reality. So if you're looking for a pair of headphones for walking, running, jogging, or cycling, these will not fall off. Oh, the other thing, before we finish off on these. Okay, the other thing about any pair of headphones. Okay, move my office around. The other thing about any pair of headphones is basically if somebody stood next to you, can they hear what you're listening to? Now, when I got these headphones, I was so excited that I put the Rolling Stones from Amazon Music. I was listening to Rolling Stones, and I walked into Angelica's office and I said, "What am I listening to?" And Angelica could not tell what I was listening to. the leakage on these headphones is very, very low. So that even people standing next to you cannot hear what you're listening to. You've got to get really close to actually be able to hear the music or the podcast. Yeah. So great quality, great build. There are a range of, this is my second pair of Aftershocks. There are a range of Aftershocks headphones down. Well, if you click the link in the carousel, you'll find out more. But they're just my favorite headphones. Right. Now, we started a few moments ago, and we'll come to the comments in a second, talking about the Oswald Tiny. You've been watching the Oswald Tiny. It is my favorite webcam because it's not a static webcam that sits on top of your monitor. This can move. It can move up and down. It can move left and right. And this particular camera, just let me make one adjustment. Okay, we're going to go back to my desktop. Okay, and come over here and then come back to me. Okay, I'm back. Am I on the right camera? Yes, I'm on the right camera. I'm actually looking at the HubSpot. I just love the HubSpot. I mean, basically, it's the most flexible camera I've seen and used. I love it so much I actually got two HubSpots. Okay, and greater testament than that, I cannot see. Well, I just love them. I love HubSpots. Okay, so that's the HubSpot, and I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me on Amazon Live today. I do appreciate your spending time with me. And if you've any questions about anything in the carousel, then please do ask. The next, I need to set something up. Just a minute. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Oh, just a quick one. Okay. We looked at Logitech Brio earlier. This is just a minute. This is Logitech C920X. And we'll just go to Ross for a minute. Catch up with Ross. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Just a minute. I missed a whole thing. Terry. Yeah, basically all the cameras that I'm talking about is brilliant for Twitch streaming. It is excellent. And over to Roz. Got so many comments. Good day, Stephen, from a very early New Zealand. I'm watching the photographs of your tour of New Zealand, Roz, and enjoying every moment as you are. And Roz is a great friend from Oz, but she's actually in New Zealand at the moment. And Roz is saying, my set are air shocks and so comfortable and easy to wear. Okay. Thank you, Roz. And as I say, Roz in New Zealand, and Terry, yeah, brilliant. Anything that I'm talking about is great for Twitch streaming. I actually broadcast, this broadcast that you're watching now is actually live on Twitch. Okay. Today we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and on my website. And of course, we are on Amazon Live, which is basically where we are now. And I really enjoy your company and thank you for joining me today on Amazon Live. I'm just looking for a comment, which I know has come in. And the comment is from Lee. Just a minute. Lisa Lott. Just, you know, Sweden found you again. Lisa Lott. Shostet. No, I'm going to, if you could do that, I've tried. Lee's a lot I can do. Okay, now in honor of everybody who's actually commented today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the snake on screen and we'll see everybody who's commented today. Commenting on YouTube, Facebook, and on Amazon Live. If you comment, then you will go on the snake. And we can see Roz on the snake, and we can see me because I'm commenting automatically. And at the head of the snake at the moment is Lisa Lott. I'm going to have to practice pronunciation of your surname. So, but thank you for watching and joining. And just making sure that I haven't missed anything. So we had Seabus is actually down there, and Corinda is there, and Roz is there. Okay, and I'm going to stop broadcasting now. I'll see you all later.